Okay guys, let me show you this new OP starter base I've just made. So it is a 2x1 basically with 4 triangles on the side. Now the good thing about this base is the fact that you do not need metal doors and you will be safe from eoka and flame raids, and let me show you why. Okay, so let's say the raiders come through the one door and they come through your second wood door. They come on in, they can't get in. They can grab this stuff, but by then you would have moved the loot. You can't get in because of these stone stairs. Okay, now these stone stairs do need soft siding to get rid of. I'll show you that in a minute, and they can be upgraded to a higher material as and when you can. Just make sure you upgrade the top ones and the bottom ones to the same material which you use. Okay, so to get in you need to use this door. You just open it and it will push you through. Same going through this way, opens like this. Okay, now as you can see, I've used a small box and some candles, which you have to pay for to get these. They're not expensive. They just help boost you up a little bit so you can just walk straight on in. If you don't want to buy the candles, you can just put a large box here. A large box will put you the correct height to go through, but you do need metal for the large box. So we're trying to pretend that we don't have the metal as of yet. So if you don't have the candles, it's not the end of the world. It is a little bit fiddlier because sometimes this door can get you stuck. Okay, so all you do is just jump a little bit, and when you're in the right place you just open the door and jump, okay, and it will just push you through. So it's not the end of the world, but I just wanted to show you what can be done. So let's move on into the side of the base. So what we've got is we've got 2 furnaces and a small over there. Up top here we've got 2 large and a small. Down here we have 2 large, 3 small and a barbecue. We forgot about this one. Then we come into the main part of the base. We've got 2 large up top and a small, large, 2 small, 2 barbecue, okay, and your sleeping bag and TC. Upkeep is absolutely nothing, okay, and let's just show you what happens next. So they blow, let's say the raiders break all your doors, okay, and they still can't get in, okay, they just can't get in, so they decide to soft side this out, okay, that's fine. If they break this then appears and blocks them, so then they need to soft side that as well. So let's just say they're soft siding this and they break. Before that breaks, you want to be doing this, okay, you want to be sitting in here, putting a wall hard side facing out and making a stone, okay. So before you've done that as well, make sure you try to move as much of this loot into here as possible, all your best stuff. And then what this does is basically means the raiders will come in and they can't raid you no more, okay. They need 4 rockets worth to get in to your main loot and TC. It's as simple as that. Now you're probably thinking, well, what am I going to do if I'm sealed in my 1x1? So you have 2 options now you've pulled this up, okay. So when you put a wall up and you have a TC, you can demolish a wall. You have 10 minutes to demolish that wall. So you can either try and get outside, spawn on an outside bag and try and get a wooden door down, get your wooden door back down, and then what you could do is spawn back inside your base and you can demolish this wall. What happens if the raiders don't go away and you do not, or you can't get the door down in that 10 minutes? Do not worry, it's not a problem, okay. So all you would do is eventually you would get back in your base. I do recommend picking up these 2 boxes because it makes it a lot easier. You can find it without it, but what you do is you just come over to this wall and you access the barbecue through the wall. Pass what loot you want to pass through. Press F1, go to console, type kill, press enter, and then you spawn on your bag inside, and then you grab the loot. And that is how you will use your base. So then really all you'd want to do then is use this mainly for your offline storage, but it's only 4 rocket base at the minute, so let's show you what we would do. Okay, so what I would do after that is we would chuck this on, and then you'd get another metal double door on there. I'm not going to do it because I'll have to remove, I think, just yeah, there we go. So you get your metal doors on, okay. This is when you want to do an upgrade, okay, and then you would upgrade the 1x1 to sheet metal, like so, and this one. Okay, so that's all sheet metal apart from this one here inside the front door. This one has to be HQM, okay, and then all we would do is add some honeycomb. go, guys, and you've now upgraded this to a 12 rocket raid base if you use it as the suicide bunker, and then your upkeep then goes up to that 4 HQM, 200 metal frags, and 1,300 stone, which is absolutely nothing. Okay, guys, right, let's move on into the build and show you how to build it. Okay, guys, let me show you how to build this base. So first off, what you want to do is place 2 square foundations, one here and then one to the right. It has to be like this. Then in front of you, they can't be behind like this because I'll explain in a bit. In front of you now, you need to place 4 triangles. Then, if you're going to be honeycombing this to make this 12 rockets, just check on the surrounding ones and get those ones on like so. And there you go. That is the floor plan that you really want. Okay, so next up, normally I would recommend on a normal base design is doing this, okay? Chucking a door on here with a lock, okay, and then build the rest of your base. Because the reason for that is if someone kills you while you're building, they're not likely going to steal your plot of land because this is going to be a massive pain for them if it's got a lock on, okay? But because it's a starter base and the raiders are going to know where your TC is because it's going to be blatantly obvious, I recommend getting the TC up first just to secure your plot of land. So let's go and make these stone, okay? And then we're going to get our TC up. So we need 2 tools here, okay, like so, and we're going to grab a TC and we're going to tuck it in this corner like so, and then we are going to put a lock on it. Okay, so there you go now. So you've got somewhere to put some loot and you have a TC on your base. Okay, so next up what we're going to do is actually seal it so you can have some boxes. So we're just going to go around like so, the double door frame here, and the roof on, like so, and then you're probably going to have a wooden double door and a sorry, there we go, like so, and then let's chuck our lock on, and now we have somewhere half safe. Okay, we don't have an airlock at the minute, so just be wary. The next priority is the airlock, okay? So it's not going to be a normal standard airlock because we've only got wooden doors. We haven't got our furnaces yet, we haven't got metal cooking, and that's fine. So what we're going to do is make a stone now. Okay, and then all we do is come around here, like this, and this is now our airlock. Obviously, you make sure that this door is shut before you open this door. Okie dokie. So obviously we'll have a lock on here as well. And now what we can do is, this base is still eoka. You can eoka raid it and you can still flame raid it. So let's get the next part on. So what you want is a double door frame here and a door that opens inwards. Put a lock on, like so. Then you want to put a window frame hard side facing out and make this stone. And then what we're going to do is stand here and place a triangle spiral staircase here, and that is going to block the window, and then we're going to put one on top and we're going to make these. Okay, so once we've got that now, our base is pretty much eoka proof. Okay, so they could soft side these. If they soft side that one, that box, and then they'll soft side that one, so it is a big pain for them. So let's just get this back on where it was. When it's the same material, stone, it disappears. Okay, so what we want to do next is be able to get through there. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is having the candles, but if you don't have candles, there are other options. A large box fits there lovely. You can just go through on a large box, but I'm going to show you the way I do it. So I put a furnace in this corner and another furnace. So I'm going to assume now you've been living out this for a bit, you've got some metal, okay, and some other bits. So then what I do is I pop a small box here, and candles on it. Pop the candles over in this corner. There we go. And then obviously you'd want another box on here just to make it easy to get on. There we go. So all you do is you walk right up in here and shut the door, and you walk back in, open it, and it pushes you through. Okay. For this side, I found that the best option is making use of having a repair bench. This one can be quite awkward to place, so just better see. I did get it. Come on. There we go. And then you can pop a couple of smalls in here. Okay. So, and that basically covers the door push at the front. Okay, this one here you need to walk as far over here because sometimes it can push you back through like that. There you go, it's better to have that one open when you open it. There we go, so that is that bit pretty much sorted. You can put another box behind there. So let's get on to furnishing the inside. So to furnish the inside, you come off of this foundation here with a half wall and a triangle. Back inside, make sure your sleeping bag is down first here. And make sure that you can still place this twig wall. Once those CZ and the sleeping bag is down, twig triangle here and make that stone. Then what we'll do is get our boxes down. So you want a large box here. Now this one, you do need to place it quite well, that it is flush on the back wall, and it is hard to do. But there is a way to see if you've done it. Now you need to walk into this corner here. And if you can't place the box from being in this corner, then this box here is too far forward, so you need to replace it. So I'm tucked right in the corner, and I can still place this. So I should be okay. I have got stuck there. So there we go. And then by standing on this sleeping bag, we should be able to get a box here, and hopefully a box here. And hopefully still able to place the twig wall, and we can. Okay, so we've got two large, two small at the top. Then we come down and we place another large here. This one doesn't have to be amazingly placed. Then what we want to do is get a barbecue. Now this is to transfer loot through the wall if you decide to make this a suicide bunker. And to do this, you get a barbecue. You have the lid facing where you're going to have the wall for the suicide bunker. And what you do is you see that back right leg, you line it up roughly near that crack. I'm going to highlight where the leg is and roughly where the crack is now. Okay, so I'm showing you that now. And then what you do is you bring the right leg closest to you and you place it exactly here. I'm going to zoom right in and show you the pixels I'm on about. I'm trying to get it in the right place. It's about there, I think. Okay, place that there. And what that does is I should be able to place a wall now and still access the barbecue through the wall. Okay, now I can do this nearly every time now, and so that is amazing. And I just want to break that. And oh, by the way, I did know about this barbecue thing for a long time, but it was OldFKkr and FKR who showed me the easy way to get it down and placed. So shout out to him, like always, for helping me out, because he's an absolute legend. So check his channel out. I'll put a link to his channel in the description down below. So now we've got that, what we can do is we can come around here and get another barbecue. Oops, I was supposed to have that on me. Sorry about that. Place that in here, get the small box, put the twig up and get another small box in here. Okay, perfect. So that is that side done. Now we're going to furnish the last room, and to do that what we do is we go outside here, half wall and triangle here, and then before we put the inside triangle you need to put this twig wall up. Grab your level 1 workbench and place it in this corner. Once that's in, we can then place our triangle and make that stone. And then what we do then is I come down here. We do have to remove this box, I think, to get out in a minute, so I'll just do it now. Grab a large box. Now this one needs to be focused on getting the back to clip through the wall perfectly. I'll show you the reason for that. Because you can then need to slide it over to the right, so it's flush with the right wall. Very good. That looks pretty good. That might work. If that has worked, I should be able to get a large box in here. There we go, I'll have to take that. Not perfect. And then we should be able to get this in here. I had to do this first. Put the barbecue in the small box in here. Then that should allow us to get... This jump's horrible when there's no little box there. There we go. So then we put this large in, like so. And then we just need to check that we can still access the barbecue. There it is. Large box. And the barbecue is there. I mean, if you want easier access to the barbecue, just don't put the large box, but there it is, barbecue. Okay. So I can break this down. And then I should able to get a couple of smalls in here. One. And another one. There we go, another small in there. Okay, and then it's just a matter of getting the boxes at the top here. And again, we're going to need this big. And these placements on these boxes need to be great as well to get them in. That doesn't look too bad. There we go, guys, got the two at the top, and you can put a little one in here, like so, and you can get in and out easily through there. Okay, get through here. Remember to get through, in that corner, and then if you really want, you can get another box down there as well. Okay, guys, and that is pretty much the whole build. And like I said, if you're getting raided, so they break your wood doors and they start soft siding this because that's what they want to do. It's as simple as that. Seal it up. Okay, guys, that wraps up this base design. So if there's anything that you liked in this base design, don't forget to drop a comment, or even if there's anything that we could do to make this design better, let me know and maybe we can look into that. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'll catch you guys laters.
Yeah,